Good afternoon. Welcome back to the zoology first year class. Already we almost we completed the periplaneta. The periplaneta in the periplaneta long answers already we discussed. The short answers also to 3 diagrams are important. The already we practice I draw the diagrams 3 diagrams. One is the mouth parts of cockroach, and the next one is the salivary glands. Diagrams are finished. Next, the third diagram, last diagram is with this. We finish the Periplaneta Americana lesson. In that, only the LAQs and SAQs will come, no VSAQs. Clear? Next, I'm drawing the Ommatidium. This diagram, the diagrams are very, very important. The compulsorily one will come among these 3 diagrams. Clear? Now I am starting the diagram Ommatidium. Easiest way, I am drawing the diagram. Try to practice this. It is possible you use scale for this, for lines. Use the scale for this diagram. Cornea. This one is cornea. Total we call as a lens. Next down is called as a corneogen cells. Center is called as a crystalline cone. Next, cone cells. Rhabdome. Down is called as a rhabdome. retinular cells, no need nucleus here. Retinular, pigment cells, basement membrane, nerve fibers. Next, the TSI, here I am writing, I am drawing this one. This upper part of the TSC, this one is the cone cells. Center is the crystalline cone. It is surrounded by the cone cells. Here, this one is iris pigment cell. Iris pigment, layer. Iris pigment layer. Next, this one is seven cells are surrounding the center. Rhabdome is present. One is retinular cells. Same retinular cells. These are cone cells. Crystalline cone. Retinular pigment sheet. This is the diagram. With this, we completed the three diagrams. We practice the diagrams compulsorily. This one is about the last one, Omatidia. With this, we finish the lesson Periplaneta. Next, we start the biology in human welfare. In this, the life cycles of parasites are there. In this life cycles, the five questions are important. 5 LAQs are important. The first one is called as a shortcutly. I am writing here. Afterwards, I will take one by one. The first one is called as a entamoeba life cycle. First is the entamoeba life cycle is the important one, and second is the Plasmodium vivax, the parasite Plasmodium vivax. In this, the two cycles are there. One is the man phase, and the second one is called as a mosquito phase, or also called as a Ross cycle. Here, like this, this is the one LAQ is important. Here it is the second LAQ. This one is the third LAQ, and the fourth one is the Ascaris life cycle, and the fifth one is the Eukaryaria. This is not that much important. These are not much important. These are compulsory. These four are compulsorily. Anyone will come in the exam. Here, that's why first I'll take the Entamoeba histolytica life cycle. Before going to the discussing of the life cycle, the structure is also there. First, the introduction. This what it is means. Entamoeba is the mainly it is a parasite. It is the monogenetic parasite. Monogenetic parasite. Why we call it a monogenetic parasite means mono means one. The parasite completes its life cycle in the single host. That's why we call it a monogenetic parasite. Here in the entamoeba, it completes the life cycle in the human or man. That's why that is a monogenetic parasite. Next, it is where the entamoeba histolytica is present means mainly the walls of large intestine. Human, large intestine, they are present, and they causes the amoebiasis. Here, they causes the amoebiasis. This amoebiasis mainly is spreaded by the contaminated food and water. Contaminated food and water are spreading. Here, this one is about the introduction of the Entamoeba histolytica, and the inside of the Entamoeba histolytica, main three stages are there. In the life cycle, the number of stages are there. The mainly distinctive phases are stages are three are there. What are they? We discuss. First one is the trophozoite stage. Second is the pre-cystic stage. Third one is the cystic stage. The entamoeba is having the three stages. Main stage is the trophozoite stage. It is the mature stage. Here, next one is called as a pre-cystic stage. Third one is called as cystic stage. First, we are going to discuss about the trophozoite stage. It is the mature stage. This stage is mainly it is the active stage, active, motile, feeding, and pathogenic stage. Pathogenic stage means it is active, means it is having the, I'll draw the diagram, it is having the pseudopodia, single blunt finger-like pseudopodia is present. With that pseudopodia, they can move. That's why they are active and motile, and also they are they are feeding stage. Other stages are the non-feeding stage. That's why we are mentioning the feeding stage. Pathogenic stage. Any parasite causing the disease, then we call it a pathogenic. Non-pathogenic and pathogenic will be there. Pathogenic means they are causing the diseases that we call as a pathogenic. They are not causing the diseases that we call as a non-pathogenic. Here it is this stage is the pathogenic stage. Other stages, the inside of this, other stages also there. Pre-cystic and cystic, other tetranucleated stages are there. They are not causing the damage to the human. That's why they call it as a non-pathogenic stage. But this one in the total entamoeba histolytica life cycle, the trophozoite stage is a mature stage. It only causing the harm to the human. That's why we call it as a pathogenic stage. This mainly, this is what is the structure of the trophozoite. We are going to discuss the first. Here I'm drawing the diagram here. This is called as a lobopodia. Means it is the pseudopodium is the like a finger-like structure, fingertip-like structure that we call as a lobopodia. It is useful for the locomotion. Same like a amoeba here also, that is covered by the outer side is covered by the plasma lemma. Inside, the cytoplasm is divided into outer ectoplasm and inner endoplasm. Ectoplasm is a clear and the endoplasm non-granular, clear and the non-granular. Next, the endoplasm is a granular and having the number of cells. Endoplasm. Mainly, the endoplasm is having the cartwheel shaped nucleus. It is looking like a wheel, the cartwheel. That's why the nucleus we call as a cartwheel shaped nucleus. This is the main identification in the entamoeba cells. We keep it in the blood. We are testing the blood under the microscope. This one is easily visible. Cartwheel shape of the nucleus is easily visible. We diagnose as a the human being is having the diagnose the and amoebiasis. Clear? Cartwheel shaped nucleus. And the pseudopodia having the, some are having the bacteria is present and some are having the RBC is present. Food vacuole with RBC. With bacteria. Next, this one is about the trophozoite stage. This is having the mainly the pseudopodia is present. That's why with that pseudopodia they can move. That's why it is the active motile stage, and they can means the from the pseudo they are releasing of the enzyme. They are producing the enzyme that we call as a histolysine enzyme. They are producing the enzyme histolysine enzyme. This histolysine enzyme is mainly helpful for the dissolving of the large intestinal wall. That's why the histolysine enzyme they are producing. That's why the species name is the histolytica. Entamoeba histolytica. The histolytica species is come. They are releasing the histolysine. That's why the name of the species is the histolytica. Next, where it is means this one is mainly present in the trophozoite stage is mainly present in the walls of large intestine. They are present. They are present in wall of large intestine. The wall of large intestine, particularly they are present in the mucosa and submucosa. Mucosa and submucosa. Means the intestine is having the inner layer as present. The inner gut you can take outer side is called as the serous layer. The inner is called as a muscular layer. The third one is called as a submucosa layer. Inner is called as a mucosa layer. Like this, the large intestine TS is like this: serous layer, muscular layer, and the submucosa. Here in this place, this the trophozoite stage is present, and in the here they are producing the histolysine enzyme. With that histolysine enzyme, they dissolve the intestinal wall. Wall will be dissolved, and while the dissolving time, they secrete the means they are releasing of the blood, and the cell debris is comes out. Blood and cell debris is comes out. With this debris is debris and blood taken as a food. Here, which one? The trophozoite stage, the blood and cell debris taken as a food. That's why food vacuoles are filled by the RBC. Inside of the blood, RBC they can take. That's why RBC is present, and also cell debris are having the bacteria that they are ingest that one, and that's why we call as a feeding stage. They are feed the blood and the debris. That's why feeding stage. They are damaging, means they are dissolving the intestinal wall and causing the blood motions. That's why we call as a pathogenic stage. This is about the trophozoite stage, and also inside of the endoplasm, the number of only the ribosomes are present. Here, the organelles ribosomes are present, but in this mitochondria is absent. Mitochondria is absent. That's why it is the obligatory anaerobe, means the anaerobic respiration is occurring in this one. That's why the entamoeba is called as a obligatory anaerobe. And also inside of this, endoplasmic reticulum is absent, and also the contractile vacuoles also absent in the trophozoite stage. Trophozoite stage is the mature stage, and the active motile feeding and pathogenic stage. This is about the trophozoite stage. Next, after this, next stage is the pre-cystic stage. Before the cystic stage, this is called as a pre-cystic stage. It may be spherical or oval in shape. Sometimes it is a spherical or the oval in shape. They are oval in shape, and these are the inactive, means they are not inactive, and non-motile, total opposite to the trophozoite stage. Non-motile, non-feeding, non-pathogenic stage. they cause any damage to the human. That's why we call it as a non-pathogenic stage. And here they can't take any food. That's why they are having the reserve food before they are taking that reserve food is present. That reserve food is in the form of the glycogen bodies, glycogen granules. And chromatoid bodies. Chromatoid bars. Here, this one is a reserve food. How the diagram is there means, see, this is the right oval or the spherical in shape. Next, inside the same cytoplasm is present. Inside of the cytoplasm, here the same cartwheel shape nucleus is present. Cartwheel shape here cartwheel shape nucleus is present, and also here especially the granules are present. These are the chromatid bars. And also having the glycogen granules also present. Glycogen granules. And cartwheel shape nucleus. Chromatoid bars. Means they are chromatoid bars and the glycogen granules are the reserve food. This stage cannot take the food. That's why non-feeding and non-pathogenic stage. This is where they are present, means the pre-cystic stage is present in the lumen of large intestine. Lumen of large intestine. What is the lumen means? The large intestine. What is the lumen means? Here, this one is the large intestine. The before that, the trophozoite stage is present inside of the wall. Means the lumen means the gap. So the center, the gap is there. That we call as a. This one is called as a. This space we call as a lumen. Inside of the lumen, the pre-cystic stage is present. Next is the cystic stage also present in the lumen of the large intestine. First stage only, the trophozoite stage only present in the large intestinal wall, mucosa and submucosa. Next, coming next important, the stage is the cystic stage. Third stage called as a cystic stage. This is a round, same inner side, same like a pre-cystic stage, but it is a spherical in shape and it is surrounded by the hard, the thin, hard. The cyst is surrounded by this one for the tied over the unfavorable conditions like this. Here it is the cartwheel shaped nucleus is present. Same, all the stages are having the cartwheel shaped nucleus. And the glycogen granules. Next, the chromatoid bars. Along with the life cycle, for this question, you draw the stages also. 3 stages diagrams also important for this answer. Chromatoid bars. Same, the matter is surrounded by the cyst. First is surrounded by cyst wall. For the tide over the unfavorable conditions, they are surrounded by the cyst wall, and also that is the spherical in shape, not the oval only. They are the spherical in shape. Next, they are same. This one is the same like a pre-cystic stage. This one is the inactive, non-motile, non-feeding, non-pathogenic stage. Non-pathogenic stage. Like this, the 3 stages, the completed structure is completed. Next, we are going to discuss about the life cycle. These are 3 stages are there. First is the trophozoite stage. Second is the pre-cystic and cystic stage. Pre-cystic and cystic stage are the non-motile, non-feeding, and non-pathogenic stage. Only the trophozoite stage is the feeding stage, and the pathogenic stage. Trophozoite stage is present in the wall of the large intestine. These two, pre-cystic stage and cystic stage, present in the lumen of the large intestine. The life cycle diagram is important. Follow me. Observe me. How I am drawing the diagram. It is the human digestive system. They are present in the extra intestinal migration. They are present inside of the digestive system and other parts. That's why I draw this diagram. Here this one is trophozoite stage. This trophozoite stage undergoes the multiply by the binary fission. This one is causing the pre-cystic stage. This is formed as a cystic stage. Tetranucleated cyst. Features new host. By contaminated water and food. Cyst wall ruptured. In small intestine. By trypsin enzyme. By trypsin. Existed. Existed amoebae or entamoebae or metacyst. Metacyst. Eight daughter. Entamoeba. Reaches wall of large intestine. This one multiply by binary fission. This one is pre-cystic stage. Cystic stage. Trophozoite stage. Pars abscess. Pars abscess in extraintestinal migration. This is the diagram for the life cycle of Entamoeba histolytica. Now you observe here, the first I'm started from here, trophozoite stage. This trophozoite stage is present in the large intestine. This is the mature stage. This undergoes the binary fission. Multiply means number of times they undergoes the binary fission. They are releasing of the number of the daughter indigels. Some are formed as some daughter indigels are formed as directly trophozoites. These trophozoites are actually the trophozoites are dissolved the intestinal wall. Some trophozoites, listen clearly, some trophozoites are dissolve the blood vessels and they enter into the bloodstream, and they are through the circulation of the blood, they reach us to the main organs like a brain, liver, lungs, like that. They enter and they cause the wound-like structure abscess, that is called as a extra-intestinal migration outside of the intestine. They are migrating, that we call as a extra-intestinal migration. Here, next normal, the amoebiasis is mainly caused by some after the binary fission. Some are formed as the pre-cystic stages are formed. The pre-cystic stage undergoes the cystation and form it as a cystic stage. This cystic stage inside of the nucleus undergoes the two mitotic divisions. Here undergoes the two mitotic divisions. The are formed as a four, means first one mitotic division, then two nuclei are formed, and second mitotic division, the four nuclei is formed. That four nuclei is having the stage we call as a tetra. Tetra means four. The four nuclei is present. That's why we call it as a tetranucleated cyst. Means the cystic stage, inside of the cystic stage, the nucleus undergoes the two successive mitotic divisions and form it as a tetranucleated cyst is formed. This tetranucleated cyst is the actually infective stage to the other man. One human being to that enter into the another by the tetranucleated cyst. This is the infective stage. Infective stage to man. Infective stage to new human. Clear? Next, this tetranucleated cyst comes out along with the fecal matter. Where they are present? Pre-cystic stage. Cystic stage is present. Already we discussed pre-cystic and cystic stages are present in the lumen of the large intestine. Here they are present in the lumen of the large intestine. They are comes out after the forming of the tetranucleated cyst. They are comes out along with the fecal matter, and they reach us to the new host by the space is not that I'm not writing here. Contaminated food and water that is enter inside of the new host. Here inside of the new host, they are along with the contaminated food and water that enter inside of the small intestine. In the small intestine, one enzyme is released that we call the trypsin enzyme is present. With that trypsin enzyme, the surrounding cyst wall is in that total cyst wall is dissolved. They are ruptured. The cyst wall is ruptured and releasing of the nucleated cyst. Tetranucleated cyst. Here we call as a tetranucleated cyst. The tetranucleated cyst, another is called as a encyst. The encystation means cyst is forming. Here they are losing. That's why we call as a excisted entamoeba. Here and means the cyst wall is ruptured. They are releasing the four nucleated stage. That four nucleated stage we call it as a Existed cyst will be loose. That's why we call it a existed stage entamoeba are also called as a metacyst. This metacyst undergoes the one more mitotic division. One mitotic division is occur and form it as a the 8 nuclei is formed. All the 8 nucleus, each and every nuclei take the bit of the cytoplasm and form it as a 8 daughter individuals or 8 entamoebas are formed. These entamoebas are present in the lumen. First, they are present in the lumen of the intestine, large intestine. They invade the large intestinal wall, and inside of the wall, they are developed as a trophozoites. Here, they are the mature trophozoites are developed in the wall of the large intestine. Here, like this, this one is about the life cycle of the entamoeba histolytica. Normally, it is occur like this only, but sometimes the trophozoite stages only, they are invade or they are dissolve the blood vessel and they enter inside of the inside of the organs, major vital organs like a lungs and the liver and sometimes brain and kidneys, and they causing the some severe pathological conditions. That condition we call as a extra intestinal migration. Here, next here the one more important VSAQ is there. They are asymptomatic cyst passers, means some individuals are having the these parasites. Amoeba is having the entamoeba is present, but they are not having the symptoms. Any symptom is not visible, but they pass the disease to other persons. That's why we call it a asymptomatic cyst passers. Asymptomatic, not systematic. Asymptomatic cyst passes. Mean some persons they are having the amoebiasis. The entamoeba causes the amoebiasis. Now they are having the amoebiasis, but what is the symptoms? Means mainly blood motions and they are the stomach ache like this. They are symptoms are present, but here any symptoms are not occur in some persons. But they are passing to the others. Passing to others, that we called as a asymptomatic cyst passers. We are not identified the amoebiasis in some persons, but they are passing to the others, that we call as that persons we call as a asymptomatic cyst will be passed, but they are not having the symptoms, that we call as a asymptomatic cyst passers. Next, this one is about the what is the pathogenicity, means they are causing the amoebiasis. What are the symptoms? Abdominal, means stomach pain is occur, and also they are along with the large intestine wall is dissolved. That's why the blood is coming out. That's why along with the fecal matter, the blood comes out. That because the blood motions are occur inside of this one. This is about the entamoeba histolytica. And one more, this extra intestinal migration is important. Here directly after the binary fission, some trophozoites are directly they are formed as a trophozoite. Here pre-cystic stage form. Directly some are formed as a trophozoite. They dissolve the blood vessels and they enter inside of the blood circulation. And from the blood circulation, they reach us to the vital organs. What is means abscess means they are like the wound like the appearance is occur and they damage the organs, and that's why the more than the amoebiasis, this is causing the extraintestinal migration is causing the severe pathological conditions. Here, this one is about the entamoeba histolytica. Next, in this lesson, next the three important means mostly four, but I'm taking only three. The next is the Plasmodium vivax. In the Plasmodium vivax, two cycles are there. One is the man phase and the mosquito phase and the Ascaris life cycle and the Eukarya branchopty. These life cycles are important. We will discuss in the next class. Mostly in the life cycles, draw the diagram, then only you can understand. Easily you can write total life cycle. If you are practicing the diagram like this, the labeling, along with the labeling, easily you can write it as a life cycle. That's why this is about the first one, Entamoeba histolytica. Okay, tomorrow this time we will make next session.